Happy birthday to me. God, I feel so old. About, give or take, 7 long, painful years ago, a kid under the nickname New Unit was inspired by many content creators to start streaming on Twitch himself. To be honest, almost 10 years ago, he already started making silly little let's plays and goofy edits. But that was mostly just a child messing around. This time he was more serious. After learning OBS and setting up a channel, he started his first Twitch stream, playing Slime Rancher. Damn, this game was so comfy. Even thinking about it now makes me very nostalgic. Anyway, after 1.5 hours of streaming, talking to a shadow audience, a random kind chatter appeared and informed the guy that his stream is lagging to hell. Not knowing how to check performance errors and not seeing any issues with the game itself, without anybody to inform him, it was very surprising to him to realize that this whole time he's been streaming in 10 FPS. But it taught him a lesson, that a good stream requires a good PC, so now it's not a good time to start something. Later he got into university, moved cities, and remembered his buried dream of streaming. He'd take on part-time jobs in the summer, keep working even through rough uni assignments, all to get a nice computer that can handle playing and streaming games. Looking back, it was the most motivated part of his life, for sure. I'm actually still in awe of that guy for being able to handle everything back then. And with the shiny new PC, he could reignite his passion and start making content again. And then COVID happened, and then life happened. And slowly, over time, it became harder and harder to get back that passion. If I was very noisy, I could say that I've been doing this for 7 years already. That technically, I have a lot of experience behind my back. But it wasn't 7 straight years of making content, more like several bursts of activity scattered across this period of time. Some were inspired to create, while others were desperate to find purpose, but all were unsuccessful in gathering even a tiny audience. And looking from this perspective, even though I try not to admit this to myself, but it seems like all those years were a waste. I follow a lot of different content creators, and I draw inspiration from them. And looking at them, I can't help but compare. Think how I would have done in their shoes. What I would make different. What I would improve. How I could achieve the same level of success. Hearing their stories, how they were making stuff for a decade, how they have been online consistently for years, it stings in a way that's hard to describe. Looking back at many past years, and realizing that I'll have to get through as many more, just to achieve something, it's dreadful. Looking at a road that's long, it's hard to keep hope. And understanding that I could have had made this journey long ago, if only I tried hard enough, it leaves an even more bitter taste in my mouth. But even through all the cope and tears, I still genuinely believe that I've made progress during this time. That even while not making anything, I still conducted research, learned lessons and seen mistakes to avoid. Even without much hands-on experience, I still was involved with different communities enough to at least learn the rules of this game, to understand what's going on. But still, I can't bring myself to say that I have several years worth of experience. It just doesn't sit well with me. I have nothing to show for it. My channel has been collecting dust this whole time. I look back at myself and I see improvement. Some years ago, I barely knew what I wanted to do. Now I have more ideas that I can keep up with while also being better structured and with more substance. But if you can't see that progress, to them I might as well just have started yesterday. And now I'm in this weird limbo. Hard to say I've made any tangible progress after all this time, but also I can't deny that there was some genuine improvement. what this count as? 7 years? 2? Combining all those little bursts of activity, I think I'd hardly get like 6 months? Still, in the past few years, I think I've changed for the better, even if a little bit. I had more time to myself, reevaluated some things, and even found lessons that seemed obvious at first that yet took so long to come to terms with. Exactly 1 year ago I did a birthday stream, goofing around in front of an empty chat, thinking I'd come back around to creating content. That didn't last very long. It's so demoralizing when you try to put your heart into something and it falls flat. Talking in front of a small audience is one thing, but in front of an empty one? That hurts. Every time before clicking the go live button, I'm filled with anxiety. Not because I'm scared to perform publicly, but because I'm afraid that my predispositions will come true. That nothing will come out of it. That all my words and effort will just disappear into the void. Yet despite of all that, I still come back. I still refuse to stop trying. Maybe that's foolish of me, but I want to believe that one day something cool will happen. That it will all be worth it, because I still want to be creative. I still want to share thoughts, to make cool things, to engage with people, to express myself. I have so many ideas stacking up that I'd start listing them one by one, if I wasn't the kind of person who likes to build some suspense for a great reveal. Even if some of those ideas were in the works for years now, I still don't want to abandon them for good. I've seen some streamers celebrate their partner anniversary on Twitch. Some are counting from their debut, but I don't really have a debut, and it might take me a while to actually get partnered. So I propose an idea. Today, on my birthday, February 7th, 2025, I declare a starting point. A reference to draw from when comparing progress. So that when 2026 rolls around and my birthday will call map again, I'll be able to see how far I've come. And I want to make this day a promise that I will try my best to make as much stuff as I can. A promise to myself, first of all, but also to you. Everyone who's watching me, now and in the future. I'll try not to disappoint. Thank you. Thank you for hearing me out to the end. If you have been at least a little bit interested in what I'm saying here, please go and check out my other socials and see what I'm doing. I stream on Twitch, I upload my schedules on Twitter and now Blue Sky and on Discord, and also some other ranty things and posts there. I post random bullshit on the second channel, and more of a structured essay-ish content on my main channel. And also on Patreon, where I make some insights in what I'm about to do. A little peeks behind the blinds, if you would say. So please, scroll down, check my socials, follow. I'll try not to disappoint. Thank you.